Story: How Lena Failed Up to Fluent English, a freestyle American English original story. The interview I had to fail. I failed the most important interview of my life, and it was the best thing that ever happened to my English. I'm Lena. I'm not a native speaker. I'm not gifted. I'm just really good at failing, the right way. Let me show you how I failed up, from broken sentences to fluent conversations. And yes, the interviewer actually said, "We can't hire you with this level of English." That hurt, but it started everything. Who Lena was before. I understood everything, later, or, smart, but slow in English. Before that interview, I was the quiet girl in class. Blonde, friendly, always smiling, and always afraid to speak. I understood grammar. I knew vocabulary. But when it was time to talk, my brain said, "Not now." My teacher once told me, "Lena, you need to speak more." I thought she meant, "You're not good enough." I didn't know she was giving me the secret. Because a few months later, I would waste 6 months studying the wrong way. I'll tell you how, so you don't do it. The classroom embarrassment. The day English betrayed me. Everybody heard my mistake. It happened in class. The teacher asked, "Lena, what did you do at the weekend?" Easy question, right? My mouth. I go shopping yesterday with my friend. We buy clothes. People smiled, not mean, just, that smile. I felt my cheeks get hot under my blonde hair. I wanted to disappear. That day I told myself, maybe I'm not good at speaking, but here's what I know now. The students who become fluent are not the ones who never get embarrassed. They are the ones who use the embarrassment. I didn't use it right away. First, I made the biggest ESL mistake. 6 months of the wrong studying. 6 months. Zero progress. Studying is not speaking. After that class, I went into serious mode. I bought 2 grammar books. I watched YouTube. In my language, I memorized 40 words a day. I studied for 6 months, and then, someone spoke to me in English. And I still froze. That's when I realized, you can study English and still not be able to speak English. I was failing, but I was failing sideways. That kind of failure doesn't make you fluent. So I changed one tiny thing. And that's when I started falling up. I'll show you exactly how I did. The useful failure switch. Tiny failures, right pointing arrow, big fluency, fail small, fail daily. One day I asked myself, what if I stop trying to be perfect and start trying to be brave? So I made a rule. 5 minutes of real English every day. Not watching, not reading, speaking. I talked to myself in the mirror. Yes, blonde girl talking to herself like a crazy person. I left voice notes for my tutor. I commented in English online. And here's what happened. The more I failed, the less I was afraid of failing. That's failing up. Every mistake gives you something to fix tomorrow. And then something happened in a cafe, and I knew it was working. The cafe moment. Wait, they understood me? This is what fluency actually feels like. I was in a cafe. 2 tourists asked me, "Hey, do you know where the metro is?" I answered, slowly, clearly, in English. And they just said, "Thank you, no, sorry." No confused face. And I thought, is this fluency? This a normal feeling? It didn't come in one big day. It arrived secretly, while I was failing every day. But I still had to face the thing I failed before, the interview. The interview she failed, again, but better, same interview. New English. I didn't become perfect. I became fearless. I applied again. Same company. Same position. This time, when I didn't know a word, I didn't panic. I paraphrased. I don't remember the exact word, but it means I kept talking. I stayed in English. That's what daily failure taught me. Keep the conversation alive. At the end, the interviewer said, "Your English has improved a lot." I wanted to tell him, yes. Because I stopped being scared to look stupid. But let me tell you the real reason most ESL students never reach this point. Why most students don't fail up. Don't quit in the ugly stage. Your mistakes are data. Most students stop at the ugly stage. The stage where your grammar is good, but your speaking is slow. The stage where people understand you, but you hate how you sound. That's the stage where you must fail more, not less, because every mistake is telling you, fix this next. That's what I did. That's how I failed up. So if you're watching this and you're still scared to speak, do this for 7 days. 7-day, fail up, challenge, 7 days. Speak anyway. Fail on purpose, for 7 days. 1. Speak 5 minutes in English, to someone or to yourself. 2. Write down 3 mistakes. 3. Fix them the next day. 4. Repeat. That's it. Not perfect, not native, just braver. And if you want more real ESL stories like Lena's, not the textbook ones, watch the next video on your screen. Keep failing up. You're closer than you think. She wasn't the best, she was the bravest. Blonde girl, broken English, and then this happened. How many times can you fail before you get fluent? The mistake that made her fluent, she spoke every day, even when she sounded bad.